But this is the main point that I wanted to get to today. ChatGPT has updated. We were using ChatGPT 3, 3.5, 3.51111. Now we're at ChatGPT 4, and AI, besides it kind of sounding like the AI kind of wants to have sex with you a little bit, kind of wants to get in your pants, give you a little durka, if you know what I'm saying. Now it can help. Not only can it help you solve math problems, it can actually walk through it. And this whole demo is
I'm
insane.
here with my son, and I'd love you to tutor him on this math problem.
So, hey, AI, I'm here with my son. He's kind of a pain in the ass. He doesn't want to listen to me, his father, who actually invented arithmetic. So I'm going to need you to teach him how to do this this calculus problem for me. Yes, his nose is big. Let's not worry about it. Just focus on the math problem, please, AI. So, like, AI is already becoming better parents than parents.
But don't give him the answer. You can ask questions and nudge him in the right direction. But I really want to make sure he understands it himself. And he's here in the...
At that point, the kid was like, don't give me... With this technology, why not just give me the fucking question? Why do I gotta learn the question? Why do I gotta learn the answer, goddammit?
Room, so you can talk to him directly.
Of course, I'd
That little... Sure. Like, you want... What does he have to... I already... Okay.
be happy to help. Let's look at the problem together. Can you first identify which sides of the triangle are the opposite adjacent?
So, if you don't know what's going on, right now, this iPad, you can see in the top corner, is screen sharing, the math problem. And while it's being screen shared, he's opening up the ChatGPT app, so the ChatGPT app can theoretically see what is on the screen, right? And it's recognizing trigonometry, homework with some type of question, and is able to dissect and break this down all the way like this.
And hypotenuse relative to angle alpha.
All right, so I'm pretty sure this is the angle alpha right here, right?
Perfect. That's correct. Now, looking at the triangle, which side do you think is the hypotenuse?
This would be the hypotenuse, right? Or no. This is the hypotenuse, the 25.
Remember
really,
the hypotenuse?
I'm not totally sure. I think
it's the
it
top number.
might be this one, but I really am not sure.
I think the hypotenuse is if you're taking point, A to B, how far is the, I could
side
be wrong.
AC?
This is obviously.
You're close.
30 years old. I'm a little bit removed from high school math.
Actually, side AC is called the adjacent side to the angle alpha. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle and is directly opposite the right angle.
Big brain.
Can you find which one is the hypotenuse?
Big brain.
Oh, okay, I see. So,
Yeah, it's a little robot. It's like, haha, you idiot. Obviously, it's the longest
I think
side.
the hypotenuse is this really long side from A to B.
The fact that he is drawing on the iPad saying, I'm thinking it's between A and B, ChatGPT is understanding his markings and the words.
Would that be correct?
Insane.
Exactly. Well done. Now that you've identified the hypotenuse, can you identify which side is the opposite side to angle alpha?
Okay, well, I mean, you told me earlier that this was the adjacent side, and I know that's the hypotenuse, so I'm guessing that this side, BC, is the opposite side.
Great deduction. That's absolutely correct. Now that you've...
And the fact that the fact that ChatGPT just answered with, that's a great deduction. Do you guys not understand how crazy that is? It listened to the homie say, hey, you gave me this. I figured out this answer. And because of this, that deduced that there's only one area left, and it's this. So by deducting all, or like subtracting all the different possibilities, I got to this. And ChatGPT was able to deduce that it got there. My darka.
Identified all the sides relative to angle alpha. Do you remember the formula for finding the sine of an angle in a right triangle?
Yeah, I know that the sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse.
Perfect. That's absolutely right. Now, can
Ohio?
you apply that formula
just looks
to
like a
find
bad
sine
stickman drawing.
alpha in the triangle?
This is math? Homie just forgot to finish a body and he has a perfect stick man. What are we doing? This is math now?
Using the lengths of the sides that we've identified?
Okay, so, I mean, you told me that 7, this side BC, is the opposite side. And then you said that the hypotenuse is the longest side, so that would be this side AB, which is 25. So would the answer be 7 over 25?
Excellent work. That's correct. Sine alpha equals 7/25. You did a great job identifying the
what is that?
sides and using the sine formula.
What does that even mean? Why is
If
the
you
answer
have
7?
any more
I feel like that's
questions,
still
feel
not
free to
answered.
ask.
Okay, but seriously, the fact that this is where we're getting at, uh,
In this format,
Hello there.
this is the worst AI is ever gonna be, right? And I know if you on the internet, you watch YouTube videos about AI, you probably heard that saying quite often. Um, but it is completely true that this is the worst that AI is ever going to really be. And the fact that screen share, he can theoretically see now what you see, help you work on a problem, and teach you how to do. This is the my diploma, my official diploma. Here, let me official, as legit as it gets. Diploma of University of YouTube is not gonna mean shit to the University of freaking ChatGPT. ChatGPT is going to be the best professor, and I don't know what we're gonna have to call this because ChatGPT to me sounds like an old British guy, and we're getting this young 20s, 30s sounding Siri that's a little bit more hip than Siri. Like Siri's daughter is now ChatGPT, and she is not only the best teacher, but I saw another video, and I could try to find it, later on in the stream if we really want to go back and watch it. But like, there's real time ability to speak different language. So habla inglés? No habla inglés. No problema. Habla en mi teléfono, por favor. And just as you speak into the phone, it'll say, "Oh, you don't speak Spanish? Don't worry. Can you please speak into the phone?" And as you speak into that phone from English to Spanish or from Spanish to English, it'll do it in real time. And we have apps that are doing this, but this is one app now. It's almost like how Elon is making Twitter or X the everything app. ChatGPT is kind of doing something similar in the Google browsing and human interaction space, where it's just making, I shouldn't say making, it's going to cancel a lot of jobs. I mean, with this right here, you could think about customer support lines and having to deal with the customer, or better yet, how I see it, because I see these AIs like droids from Star Wars, the little R2D2. So your R2D2 or C3PO could be handling a lot of the dumb stuff throughout the day. For example, I'm in medical cells. I want to schedule myself an AI to build it, help give me calls, schedule lunches, follow up on lunches, see if there's any allergy, give me all those details. It's just one less thing that I have to manage. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's lazy," or X, Y, and Z. I don't so much see it as that. It's just I know I'm human, right? And I had a panic attack today. It's just being completely honest. I had a panic attack today because I thought I had a scheduled lunch, and in my head today, where I was going to the lunch was not the place where I scheduled the lunch. So all the morning I had this weird anxiety building up, like, oh my god, okay, please Pizza Hut, I need catering, I need to be able to pick this up. So I'm driving there. Please let the app, everything register. Like, please let it make sure that it happened. Please make sure I didn't screw up an order from a wrong Pizza Hut from the not right area. We go there, it was fine. I was like, and then when we picked up the Pizza Hut, I was like, okay, I kind of figured that this was right because I did this last night, but I scheduled this lunch like 3 weeks ago, and I'm really worried that I was thinking of a different building than the one that I actually needed to go to, and I was just like, oh, the anxiety of this is killing me. Granted, it wound up being fantastic. Everything was fine. Fantastic luncheon. It was great relationships being built. I got the grandma of the facility to love me, so that's always a good thing. But if I had ChatGPT, I would feel way better because I think machines and technology is not perfect, but it is way better than humans because humans make errors all the time. And then what's worse is when humans make errors, we have ego that accompany that error that gets riled up or just like gets fucking lit up when you accuse somebody of doing something wrong. Because homies, the dude's podcast, the dude's POV, homies, let me tell you, when your girlfriend does something and she messes up, it's so funny to see the inability. I know we've all seen the meme, the inability of chicks to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's, "Oh, around in the circle, let me go to another page," and then all of a sudden it goes back to the dudes, and the dudes have to go and apologize. What is that? I'm not gonna lie, I just did that because I see Lo in the other room and I wanted to see her reaction. And I got a big, God, I love that girl. God, I love that girl. She's so good. I don't deserve her.